Can I get paid? Because every day I'm trying to do something and I don't want to be interrupted. Mr. Sandman, make me a dream. Ain't that the cutest I've ever seen? Okay. Let's Alright, can anybody hear me? Alright, looks like we are on. So, how is everybody doing today? My name is Andres, I am your host, and today we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So, we are going to go into the side story, and we're going to go into Natsuki's story. I did try to start the stream, I did try to continue the stream after, what was it, oh shoot, okay, so I know it was Monika, Sayori, then Yuri and Sayori. Okay, so last stream was Yuri and Sayori, so I tried to continue from that, but unfortunately it couldn't be done because things came up. It's like 1 a.m. in the morning, almost 1:30 actually. So I decided, why not do this again? It's been several weeks since the club has officially started. Through the initial setbacks, the 3 club members so far, Monika, Sayori, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all 3 of them, led by Sayori, have taken interest in poetry. On a day like any other, the 3 of them find themselves suddenly interrupted by the club room door opening. And in walks a girl none of them have ever seen before. Hi. Sayori tugs excitedly at Monika's sleeve. Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her eyes in her book. Are you here for the literature club? Yeah. Yay, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, so it's really exciting to see new faces. Yeah. Come and sit down somewhere. You can sit next to my desk. Sayori princes over to her desk and presses her palms onto it. Oh, and Yuri can make you some tea. Yuri looks up at Sayori in protest of having drawn attention to her. Natsuki silently glances between everyone, then sits down next to Sayori. Monika follows by sitting nearby. The sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, deciding that standing in the corner and making tea doesn't sound so bad after all. Okay, then how about we all introduce ourselves? Well, I'm Monika. I'm the one who started the club. I was originally in the debate club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about, if that makes sense. So I started the literature club as a way for people to express themselves through writing, or reading, or whatever other kind of literature. You know, I figured it was your club. You have the vibe. I have that vibe. Oh, you know, like... Never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard. Oh, no you don't, Sayori. Yes, she does. Yuri's deadpan voice carries across the room. Natsuki giggles. I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, and I also like poetry. Oh yeah? Very adult-like of you. I am an adult. No, Sayori. No, you're not. I need an adult. I am an adult. No. No, you're not. The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming fills up the room. Oh, that's Yuri. Sayori lowers her voice. She's kinda shy, but she's really super nice and super smart. She likes big fantasy books and tea, and I love her. Well, I guess that leaves me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. Oh, okay. And my favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. Oh, let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably cookie dough, or maybe chocolate. It's cookie dough. Wow, Natsuki knows how to read people. I thought I couldn't like it more than I already do, but I guess that changed. And Monika's probably vanilla. What the heck? I take way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate. What's Yuri's favorite? Natsuki shrugs. Probably green tea. I'm just joking. I have no idea for Yuri. Still, it's pretty chill here. Do you or do you actually do club stuff? Well, we do club stuff too. It just hasn't been very structured yet, since we only have 3 members. So we kinda just loosely spend our time doing the stuff we like. But I keep thinking it's about time to start with like some more structured club activities. It's been a while by now since I started the club, so yeah. Oh, but that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you'd like the club to get into? Well, I guess I'm literature. Well, I like manga. Manga? Hey, why'd you say it like that? I want to read manga in the club. Wait, hold on a second. That sounds so great. Like, after all, I've been doing all this, Yuri returns to the desk with a tray of teacups, which she sets down on an empty desk. After all of the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you think that, you just don't understand the nuance. I don't mean simple like that. Well, anyway, putting manga aside, is there any other kind of literature that you're interested in? Well, not really. In that case, have you considered the anime club? Are you serious? I'm not gonna join the anime club. It's full of boys, weird guys. Well, that's true. Come on, is that big of a deal? Manga is literature, right? I guess if you considered the literal definition of literature, then technically, I get it. Look, I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? I won't bother anyone. If I can just like keep my manga here and hang out after school, I'll do literally whatever you want me to do. Oh. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. That's fine, right? Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my god, thank you. You're the best. I have most of it crammed into my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay? Natsuki stands up. Need some help? Nah, I got it. I don't want you to see my locker. If you say so. But there's no way it's worse than mine. I hope you never find out then. Natsuki heads into the club room, leaving everyone in silence, save for the sound of Yuri sipping her tea. Wow, I mean, Natsuki is the odd one out, isn't she? I'm such a pushover. Hey, it's not that bad. Natsuki seems like a lot of fun. Maybe, but I mean, she has like no actual interest in the literature, you know? And that's normally fine, but she said she would participate in club activities like it's some kind of obligation. Her tea is going to get cold. Yeah. Wait, that's not related. Well, I think everyone deserves a chance, especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature. That's true. Are you sure you don't want... Are you sure you just don't want to read her manga, Sayori? Hey, who do you think I am? Sorry, I didn't mean that. She does want to read her manga, but that's beside the... I just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have any opinion, Yuri? Not particularly. Well, I can see where this is going. Like, Monika is gonna feel uneasy around Natsuki, and this is gonna be about their mutual respect. The respect they'll have for each other, right? Right. I'm never wrong. Ellipsis. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so... Does that mean I bother you? No, you're a pleasure to be around. I was just fishing for a compliment. I know. But still, I really think we should give her a chance. Yeah, alright. But I really am gonna start enforcing club activities. I'm willing to cooperate. Suddenly, the three of them hear a thump against the door. What was that? Sayori stands up and walks over to the door, then opens it. Thank you. Carrying out 3 boxes of what is presumably manga, Natsuki grabs that before slowly bending over and dropping the stack onto the floor as gently as she can. That's quite a collection. Sayori giggles in excitement while catching her breath. Natsuki replies, "There's still one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them." Monika anxiously glances between Sayori and Yuri. Is this really okay for the club? Maybe it's what she needs to really kick the club into gear before everyone gets too complacent. It seems like things are finally going to start getting more serious. Okay, day 1 is over. At the next club meeting, Monika is the first to arrive. But ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed. Why am I so nervous? Monika paces, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki said she wasn't going to bother anyone, so why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monika thinks, the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Monika forces her way to the closet. Natsuki forces one in return. Need help? No, I got it. Monika awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation, but fails. Curious, she fakes into the closet where Natsuki is stashing all her manga. Once dull with school supplies, the shelves are now vibrant with bright colors and cute-looking artwork. You know, the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we could put it up there. I can't reach up there. That would be so inconvenient. Yeah, but... Monika sighs. The teachers are going to ask what all the manga is doing here, and I have to tell them it's for the literature club. So? Monika backs up and slumps into the desk. But this kind of tension, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks is being sucked out. It's being sucked right out of the room. Sorry, I can't read tonight. Good afternoon! Sayori spins to the club room. Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, because I have this. Sayori brandishes a cookie wrapped in plastic. I found some money and got a cookie. Oh, that's so pretty. As Sayori trots over to the closet, the colorful shelves catch her eye. Which one do I start with? Well, you can start by giving me a bite of that cookie. No way. I saved up all my luck to find that money. If you want entry to my kingdom, you need to pay the tax, peasant. Boo. Defeated, Sayori unwraps her cookie and breaks up a piece for Natsuki. Then Yuri suddenly walks into the club room. Monika glances at her with pleading eyes. Yuri returns a quick nod of understanding. Well, everyone's here now. Despite the club having only one more person than before, it feels somehow twice as lively. Okay, so I think today we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it would be great if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good for everyone? I agree. Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too. Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning about everyone else's interests. Then we can give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else. Well, Maybe. Something tells me that Monika glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who will both appear very unwilling to even consider each other's interests. Maybe we can try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy equally? You know, like we all both have a book to read or something like that. I think we should all collectively try to expand our interests, rather than just stick to the things we're familiar with. Why does it sound like I'm being targeted here? Natsuki, didn't you say that you would go along with whatever club activities you wanted to do? Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. I like Sayori's suggestion. Yeah, me too. Well, of course you would, it's your suggestion. Yeah, but... Monika's voice trails off. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monika finds it incredibly difficult to relent to her demands. Natsuki doesn't respect the club. Why should Monika have to yield to Natsuki's opinion or anything? Natsuki, are you sure you don't want... Are you sure that you don't have any other literature interests you could share with the club? I don't mind if you keep your manga in here, but I just... Natsuki cuts Monika off by suddenly standing up. Well, it's obvious that I'm not wanted here, so I'm just going to leave. But I really would have appreciated you to be more upfront about it. Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want. Music's going away. Natsuki shoots Monika a quick glare before walking straight out of the room. We're off to a bad start, like always. Oh no. Sayori runs after her, leaving just Monika and Yuri. For the second time today, Monika slumps down onto her desk. Why am I being such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's making me feel this way. Monika looks up at Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away. She probably just went around looking for the smallest club she could find so she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? I'm not good at these things. Monika sighs. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's not wrong to enforce the club vision. You know, like, people should join because they want to express their passion for literature, or at least develop it. Yeah, but Monika, manga is technically literature. I mean, manga is telling a story, right? So, yeah. Maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monika sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. Yuri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does? How? Well, I just can't comfortably read in an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh. Well, great, I'm just ruining the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration, and I guess guilt. It's like my frustration, but my guilt wants to blame me. Why is it the hardest to be rational during the times you need it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands of the club. Your club. Something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. I disagree, but continue. The fact that you're even storing it for her should make her completely indebted to you. Well, you're right, but I don't know. Isn't it kind of harsh to say things like it's ridiculous and it has no place here? Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with it. So I assume you felt the same way about it. That's not true. Well, recalling her confrontations with Natsuki, a realization starts to set in. You may be right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with the manga. I'm really let myself do that. With a sigh, Monika walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. It's just... This really wasn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monika starts defending her position once again. It's a complicated issue that Monika had failed to consider before now. Where's the line even drawn on what's considered the literature? Lost in thought, she reaches into one of the larger box sets and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. And then she's gonna like it. The cover features 4 girls striking cute in exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts. Yeah, I mean, amused by the absurdity of the cover, Monika opens the book. And then she's gonna get lost in it. Alright, so a new side story has been unlocked. Respect. Part 2. Is it new content warning? This sucks. Why is Monika such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she can find any members. Monika's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Well, maybe when she's not busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on, that's condescending too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know. Thanks. It just really sucks. Do you want me to talk to Monika? I don't know. It's not like it's gonna change her opinion of me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome into the club. I should just find another club. The anime club? Wait, you don't have to do that. We can figure this out. Please. I mean, I'm the vice president. Or at least I think I am. And I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and to be happy. I want to make that happen. For you. Ellipsis. I was wondering, what was the reason that you decided to join the literature club? Well, Natsuki hesitates. It's kind of dumb. Oh, don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You weren't me. So I just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monika. I promise. Natsuki sighs. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care what anyone else thinks. But, you know, the signs for the literature club said that you can be yourself, or whatever. So I decided it was at least worth a shot. But it was a lie, apparently. Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall. Oh, and I like... Really? How come you didn't say that to Monika? Because she was being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something else that she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. And if she knew I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from the manga in favor of the more mature thing. The two of them remain silent for a while. Sayori understands that it's out of the question for Natsuki to return to the club room, for today at least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm going to do everything I can to fix this. I promise. That's good, Sayori. Oh, no. No. No, this is the worst. No, Natsuki, no. I'm sure she's the one being bullied here. It's lunchtime the next day. Oh, and they music. The cafeteria and hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most out of their limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monika, who always eats lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monika decided to find her during lunch so that she could make amends. After searching for an extensive time, Monika finally spots her. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. Well, yeah, she's one of the main characters. I'm sure all the other main characters either have black hair or brown hair. Oh gosh. Suddenly, feeling awkward, Monika is afraid to get closer. Natsuki is with some friends whom Monika doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless to just interrupt them. Oh yeah? Did you end up joining the literature club, or what? Huh? Of course I joined. Why wouldn't I? Huh, I told you she would join. Huh, come on. You know she only joined because she couldn't stop giving her crap about the I told you I never wanted to join that stupid club. Oh, sure. Well, you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. Haha, true. But, well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Shut up, just let me do my thing. I'm just joking. You know we love you. Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. Wait, you're gonna buy her smutty fanfiction? Hey, what? Well, obviously, I wanted a signed copy. That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now? I told you I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention, you couldn't have done it without us. That gives us a pass to joke about it. Yeah, sure. Hey, they grow up so fast. It brings a tear to my eye. Natsuki suddenly glances at Monika's direction, prompting Monika to quickly turn away and distance herself. What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them after the way I treated her. I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. After school ends, Monika distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on the book as usual. Monika picks a desk and slumps into it, seeming... Oh wow, this is a new theme. Something she seems to be doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go like exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like the literature club is a place where you can get to express yourself, unless it's in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. And I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skills to realize that what I was doing. So much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just like a... No. I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, okay. I guess I'll just continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah. Natsuki has kind of a blunt attitude, you know? It just made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch, and they were just so mean to her. Telling her to grow up and stuff like that, that the literature club would help her grow out of the manga. It just made me so mad. Like, just let her enjoy it. Just let her enjoy it. It makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? Because people are idiots. And when I had that thought, it was when I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. Dun 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 dun. Sorry. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, remember? Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was just kind of trying to dismiss it, but then Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't, because I just let Sayori handle it instead. And now, I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monika shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. Like, I could just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm going to get them back for it. Get them back? Yeah, I'll get them back by making sure that this is the literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one that they want. Suddenly, Sayori bursts through the door, making Monika and Yuri jump. With a rare stern face, she marches over to Monika's desk and next to her. I'm having an intervention. I can do that because I'm vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes. Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened and probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh. Yay, I did it! Thanks for the intervention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again. So how do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sayori, do you know if Natsuki is coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see. Monika was afraid of that. Not because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of the damage she's inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over. Yeah, but that's not... To truly respect someone's feelings after you've hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. That's absolutely true. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. I knew it! So from what I'm seeing is Natsuki was a bit disrespectful to make demands. Because she thought that Monika would just let her join right away. So in a way, yeah, that's being kind of manipulative and disrespectful, but at the same time, Monika was unintentionally disrespectful to her feelings as well. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Okay, do you think that we can get her to come back to the meeting tomorrow? I can do that. Okay, awesome. Yuri, you don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. She's smiling. Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile. Well, I guess for today, it's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here? She's read the book, she's read the manga, and she likes it. So Yuri picks up a manga that was resting on the adjacent desk. Oh, that? Natsuki probably just let that out by accident. Liar, liar, plans for hire. But I thought she hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monika's been. Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was just someone else who was using this classroom then, okay? Monika smiles at them both. Then with a wave, she heads to the club room. Is she gonna look for Natsuki? I really shouldn't have let that out. If Sayori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and that would get it really awkward. Now I wonder if there's a keyboard I can borrow from the music room. Oh! Piano. She's gonna play the piano. The time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monika and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. Do you think Sayori is going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? This sort of thing happens in books and she just can't tell. She can tell the tropes. Well, she's Sayori. That too. You know, you're right. Time slowly passes. Monika sits, then stands up to pace around, then sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. Then the door finally opens. Sayori marches inside. But Natsuki's not with her. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. Yes! We're here! Welcome back! Monika, the club president, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sayori picks her desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monika is struck with a nostalgic feeling. She would stand at the front of the club room, just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be. Each with their own struggles, for own reasons for seeking the vision that Monika had admittedly so vaguely advertised. Seeking trust, understanding, respect. The 3 titles. We have a title drop happening right now. What new lessons will the future hold for the Literature Club? Realizing that she's getting ahead of herself, Monika takes a deep breath and returns to the present. Okay, everyone. That's the catchphrase. The Literature Club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monika turns around to face the chalkboard. On it, she writes manga in big letters. Today we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature, manga. Oh, come on. Isn't this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just... Monika shakes her head. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. But that's not enough. Not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me to not take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it, and I realized it was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you, and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So, can I make it up to you? Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you to. Wait, that's not true. Monika planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I was witness to that as well. This is the Literature Club. The Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that. And it's my goal to respect everyone for them. So I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think that you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. So we have Sayori, who likes poetry, Natsuki, who likes manga, and Yuri, who likes fantasy. But what about Monika? Does she have a unique form of literature that she likes? Or does she like them all? Or does it make no difference to her? Is that okay? Looks away and hesitates. Aww, look at her. But it's really dumb, the stuff I'm into. Monika smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye. If you like it, then it's not dumb. Oh, that's it for me. Sayori, you're not dumb either. What the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Natsuki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want you to flag me just for that. Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki. Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready. We're ready. I'm hoping there's a CG here. A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the Literature Club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. Each club member has received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to a close, Monika approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything? Me? Not particularly. Why? Oh, there was just something I wanted to show you, if you had a few minutes. Sure, what is it? It's not in here. Can you follow me to the music room? Oh, the music room? Why? Well, you'll see. Wow, that is a whole different room. You know, I was thinking back. When the club was just me and Sayori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We cared a lot about it being a place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed myself, more than anyone. But I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that. She really taught me a lot about myself, like things that I was probably too stubborn to admit. Oh, come on, you can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. You didn't have to. I was just like, brought a whole bunch of manga and then I got fussy when I didn't have my way. It was really stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it. No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I never would have realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected. It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, like, I really shouldn't care about what other people think in the first place. But when you're criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can get really hard to just brush it off. Agreed. It makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. That's gaslighting. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think... Then again, I'm just biased towards Natsuki, so... I don't think I am. I just wish that sometimes people would just try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monika listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her, and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I could only wish I was as strong as you are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm like, always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's like a hint of contention, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it. But, well, like I said, I didn't even do anything. You were just being yourself. That's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Monika takes a breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga. What? You? What the heck? Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry. I think I just felt like kind of embarrassed that I gave you such a hard time about it. Haha. I can't believe you. Of all people, we're reading manga behind my back. That's so funny. Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them. Out of curiosity, but I ended up reading the whole bunch of it. But I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right? You were reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have good taste. Just one volume, and I kind of just picked it out randomly. Well, you have good intuition then. You have to tell me all your favorite parts. Well, I think it was some kind of weird fate. Because the character isn't just in the literature club, she also plays the piano. Just weird because I've always wanted to learn piano. She was like the perfect person that I always wish I was, if I just did what I wanted instead of always second-guessing myself. What happens now? Monika walks over to the piano and sits down. There it is. I always felt like I could only share the absolute best parts of myself, the parts that will impress people or make them like me more. But after you joined the club, I realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allows us to share emotions. And just like that. Oh, and I just felt like I wanted to show you this, because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing. I think the credit for that one goes to Parfait Girls, not me. No. Well, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put the thought into my head. But it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day. Every day? Because, you know, you just make me feel like I want to do something. I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long. And I'm really not good at it yet, like, at all. But I wrote a song for the club. And I worked really hard. I worked really, really hard on it. Or anything. But, well, yeah. Oh. This gives me horrible flashbacks. That picture. This one kinda... Nah. Oh, she's actually playing. That is a good image for Natsuki. Is she reminiscing? That's when Yuri joins. Who would have thought that it would be Natsuki to help Monika find herself? I mean, all four of them are perfect in their own way, but I just like Natsuki more. And seriously, I was even telling a friend I can't really bring myself to hate Monika anymore. Like, this is set in an alternate universe. And, well, I'm glad that she's happy. That's all. That was so good. It was? Yeah, are you kidding? You're already like a pro. Not even close. Does the song have a name? You said that it was about the club, so... yeah. It's called my song, Your Note. Because everyone brings something unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. But I was like such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me, it should be about everyone. And it's like all of you who helped shape the club into what it is. But change that. Well, I think that's really thoughtful. And kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. You do. You deserve it. I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. Makes me feel like I should probably apologize too. Well, see, you're admitting to it. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things, and I just got frustrated after not getting my way into the club. So yeah, I really didn't mean to take it out on you. Is this about your dad? I was being really immature. Well, your dad and your friends. If you get my stubborn butt to apologize, I guess you're doing something right. It's fine. I'm past that too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing. Well, I wonder who I got it from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club room. You did it. Literature. You totally can't take that back now. She can't. You got me. The closet's all yours. Hehe. I'll tell you what. I'll bring a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return. What kind of little something? Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. So what was that? The next club meeting ends on a particularly tasty note. Tasty one. The cupcakes, of course. Mail time. OMG. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Okay, who's responsible for creating a Twitter account for Monika? I think it's hilarious. But don't tell Paula. I would get 4-0 fold in a microsecond. Are you just relaying her tweets manually, or did you code some kind of pass-through layer to automate it? Based on the contents of the tweets being not screaming for help, I assume they're coming from the control simulation? Question mark? I don't get it. And there's Natsuki. Finish the side story, respect to. This is adorable. And there's Monika. Alright, so is there anything I'm missing? Okay, so I'm missing 3 CGs from the side stories because there's 3 left, so I assume there's 1 per story. But then there's 2 left here. Where will these be from? I really doubt it's from the main story, so what else is waiting for me? What terrors are waiting for me? There's the piano. Alright everybody, I believe that's going to be a wrap for today. I know it's a short stream, but I just wanted to record this while I was playing, hoping that people would join, just in case. But now, I'm off to do something else. But, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, have a good night. Bye-bye.